Oh, how's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts back here again with a brand new video and with this new box from, as you guys see, it's a box of mine. It's from a guy named Rana Muneeb or something like that. But pretty sure if you guys know by the text, it's my new replica. It's my newest wrestling belt. And yeah, let's take a look at it. Got my trusty knife here. I'm gonna open up for you guys. This is from, like I said, this guy, I think his name is Rana Muneeb, M-U-N-E-E-B or something like that, or was it a D? Is here Muneeb or Muneeb, or Muneeb? If I mispronounce your name, I do apologize, but then again, a lot of these belt makers are from Pakistan in that, or obviously from another world. It's always a pain in the ass to remember your names. And wow, it worked. Yeah, just making sure not to reveal the belt too much. And I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because after all, just got off of work. It's like 11 o'clock at night right now. And yeah, the guy's got my name all over this thing. Time to pull out the trusty scissors. Cut the tape. Okay, there we go. Alright, put the scissors away. Put the box out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Bubble wrap probably don't need. Put it in the box. Wow. Okay. Belt bag always good. Try that out. Wow. Always save on to the baggies because you never know when you're gonna need them. But wow. I gotta say, before I do anything more, let me just so you guys always aware. Before when I unbox a belt, and that, especially when it comes from another place like if it's like a bootleg belt from Pakistan and all that, my best bet, I'm just gonna use some of this ammonia-free base window cleaner. And spray the belt down so I'll at least get it nice and clean. I mean, I'm pretty sure the guy who made this belt made sure that it's all nice and clean as well, but gotta be extra precautious for this, for a belt like this. And I gotta say, I'm looking at this belt right now and it looks absolutely beautiful, but maybe you guys want to take a look at it yourself. So why not we do that? Here we go, everybody. And here it is. That's right, guys. Got myself a WWF Hogan 85. And or some people say it's the WrestleMania 1 WWE Championship, or the Silver Eagle, or anything. This is the belt that Hogan had before he debuted his 86 right there. And this guy does great quality leather work. I gotta say, look at how shiny the leather is. And I already know there's some flaws with this. The banners, it's kind of reversed. The banners should be in black and the lettering should be in silver. But, you know, nothing wrong with that. I could always, you know, get the black paint out and then repaint over the banners and that. A little fix up, it won't be no problem. But yeah, I could probably work on that. But yeah, let's take a look over here. Traditional, looks like 2x7 silver snaps. No stamping on the back or on the edge. And here's the first side plate. It has Bruno Sammartino and the date he won the WWF Championship. from December 10th, looks like 1973 to April 30th, 1977. Then Superstar Billy Graham from 1979 to 87. Oh, 77 to 87. Wait a minute, that makes no sense. It makes me wonder, saying that Superstar Billy Graham was the WWF champion for 10 years. Even though the longest reigning was almost like 7 years, and that was to Bruno Sammartino. But there's Bob Backlund, Iron Sheik, and of course here's the main plate. Little globe there with painted in black, the Eagles and the WWF logo. It looks absolutely beautiful. I gotta say, this guy really does work. Just a little flaw when it comes to the banners right here, because the words World Heavyweight Wrestling and Champion are not supposed to be painted in. They're supposed to be silver, and the banners are supposed to be painted in black. But like I said, nothing problem with it. I could just take the paint out and then paint the banners over again. Look at some detailed photos of the banners and get it all fixed up. It'll be no problem. And of course here, World Wrestling Federation, and of course this Hulk Hogan, July 23rd, 1984. I think on the real belt it had something like this, but it's like a little nameplate. But some people that have it, it's just blank. But yeah, here's another one. Side plate, Ivan Koloff. And of course Pedro Morales, Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, and Bruno Sammartino. But yeah, I mean, this one obviously was first. There was a version of this called the Hogan 84. It looked exactly like this one, except everything was like silver, and I believe the logos here, WWF, was painted in red, and the word World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion was painted in red as well. And of course, all those replaced that bad boy over there, the big green belt. But I gotta say, it's real nice. Plates look okay, and it's got a decent curve. I mean, probably don't need a big curve, as otherwise, not like a big belt. And of course, the 2x5 silver snaps on this side. And another thing I'm seeing as well, no WWF tooling on the edges, which I think the real belt had, but it's okay. Let's turn it over. And look at the smooth black backing with small bolts covered up. Yeah, it looks great. So, yeah, and, and I do see a little bit of a flaw going on. Or no, not a flaw, but I say a little thing when it comes to these belt makers like this guy. I'm rubbing my hand on this. Some parts of it feel sharp. I mean, don't get me wrong, some parts of the big gold right there feel sharp. But this one, it's just the text, and it's not a big problem. And it looks like it'll fold up quite well, but you guys know the drill. I'm going to pause the video and put the belt around my shoulder. Around my waist and on my shoulder. See you guys in a sec. Hope you guys can see me well. Here it is, the belt in hand. And I gotta say, it does got quite floppiness, but then again, not a lot here weight on the floppiness for the side plates, because after all, they're small plates and really light. It does feel like a light belt, but then again, it's a small belt compared to like the big green or big gold. But you gotta say, yeah, it does. It's a nice, good looking belt, and compared to like the Hogan 86 that eventually replaced this, yeah, it does fit nice on the shoulder. And you gotta say, for a belt that I'm surprised WWE has not put in their shop. I mean, they brought out the Hogan 86 and the Andre 87. And I assume for over 40 years of WrestleMania, do you guys agree the fact that WWE shop should start releasing some old belts like the big green and of course this Hogan 85? I say so as well. Anyway, I put it around the waist, so you guys know I'm around, I think this will fit up to a 46-inch waist. I'm away around 210 pounds, so I'm a light heavyweight right now. And testing out the snaps, and here's the belt around my waist. Real nice. Fit smooth. I mean, other than the fact that this is the only belt that Hulk Hogan wore, and this is the type of belt he wore for WrestleMania 1, the very first WrestleMania. And to not even defend the belt, quite fun because after all, Hogan, this was one of many belts that Hogan wore as WWF champion. His first belt being the big ring, like I mentioned. Then he had a Hogan 84, which is kind of like this one, but it had a red font to it. Almost, and yet this belt almost looks like something like you would see out of an NWA, which, I think of it, NWA TV titles and all that looked exactly the same. But then he updated it to the Hogan 85, which was this version. And then the Hogan 86, which you guys seen before. And then they were going to update that with the Andre 87 after WrestleMania 3 when Hogan was defending his title. But then it all became the well-famous belt, the dual-plated Winged Eagle. But anyway, let me do one last run-through, guys. And I'm going to end the video there. So, here we go. 2x7 snaps. Again, this is from, his name is Rana or Naib or Ranib or something like that. I did say his name before, but Rana Muneeb or something. But I'd like to say thanks, man. This is a great belt. And I do say, like I said, if it wasn't for this little flaws that here, I'd say it's a great belt. I gotta say, it's up there about, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Give it that, a 9 out of 10 for a great quality looking belt. Just for the fact that the little flaws there, it would have definitely probably made it up there to a high 9 to a possible 10. But yeah. Anyway, here's the side plates. And I gotta say, I don't know what it was, but I think for the real Hogan 85, it was just odd to be painted these gold, weird gold paint that wasn't reflected, but who knows. Of course, WWF logo. The eagle looks fantastic. The paint, all that, yeah. There's the other two side plates. And of course, the 2x5 silver snaps. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment below what you guys think. Also, follow me on my social media, like on X at DM Tombstone 96, and as well on Instagram at Damien96 on DM Tombstone Belts. See you guys in the next video.